Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how to map for Counter-Strike. If you want to get to this page, just go to your library, tools, and then type in Counter-Strike SDK. You will have to have Counter-Strike installed. It's free, just download it, okay? So launch it. It's already launched for me. Click on Hammer World Editor. Okay, when you're here, click on New, and then go to Camera area, and then click on 3D Shaded Textured Polygons. Then choose a wall texture you like, or I mean a floor. So you chose your floor texture, now choose a wall texture you like. Enter. So if it's like this, choose the side you're gonna fix, then choose, then check that, then click apply. Bring it as high as you want it to be. For scaling, what I recommend you doing is click on this guy, place that, and that's pretty good for scaling. There you go. So you got your wall. Now click shift and then drag it, then you made a duplicate of that. Then click on it once, then turn it around, then do this, turn it around again, bring it here, shift again, then boom, you got your walls. Wait, turn it around one more time, then yes, you got all your walls. Now just grab that, then select all of them by pressing control, and then click shift to drag it up again. Select that, boom, you have your walls now, and then shift drag that upward, then type in sky. Wait, I'm gonna raise the sky just by this a little bit. Then select these again, then click on this button to apply the texture, and boom, now you have your sky. When you load in the game, there won't be lights. There are a bunch of lights. There's normal light, there's light directional, then there's light dynamic, then there's light environment, light spot, beam spotlight, ENV ambient light. There's a bunch of lights. I don't know how to use a lot of them, to be honest with you, but I usually use 3 types of lights: light environment, light spot, light point spotlight, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then just if you want to add lights, select this, drag it to the walls around your map, put it in each corner. I don't care. Do whatever you want with the lights. I'm not going to appear in your house and tell you what to do. And if you've accidentally unselected something, just do Control Z and it will reselect it. So you've added your lights. Now choose a skybox you like. I'm gonna do sky dust, which is the default one, I think. Yeah, usually is. Then type in light, apply, and then environment. Just do light environment. Now select pitch, yaw, and roll. That's like where the light is being pointed at. Select this, then boom. Now the light is going to be facing directly down, giving it a nice blue, making it look like it's midday. Then I usually just add a slight bluish tint. Okay, so this one changes the color. This one changes the colors of the light. This one changes the shadow colors, and then this one I don't know, and I don't know this one either. I don't know everything. I'm not a master. It's same thing with this, but there's no ambient and the other one. So you can change the color to an orange if you really want, or you can change it to a bright red, or any color really. I'm gonna do it multicolored, just to support the LGBTQ community. I'm joking, but I'm not saying that I don't support them. I just said that as a joke. No, I already chose that. You can make lights flickering. I'll make a couple of them that. Just as a warning, sometimes it can flicker really fast, and if you guys have epilepsy, run. So if you want to change the if you want it to be flickering, oh crap, this doesn't work in CS:GO. It's broken, but it works in Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, and Portal. Just remember that it doesn't work in CS:GO. It's broken because CS:GO has dynamic shadows, and I don't know exactly how it works, but I think dynamic shadows just break something in the code. Anyway, so if you want to run your map, you can do F9. My F keys don't work, so I just usually do this. Name it whatever you want. Now, if you're gonna run your map, I think Viz is like the visibility of things, like props, stuff like that, or yeah, or this. I think this one, I don't know how these work exactly. I only know how this works. This is lights. Rad is lights. You can turn off game if you don't want the game to launch when you run it. You can do this, and then you can put this when you're done compiling. You can just click the button, and then the game will launch. I just keep those off for now, and click OK. Then it'll load. It's gonna take a moment. My screen will be black because OBS, the screen recorder I'm using, has this thing where I have to. Okay, so we're here in CS:GO. You see my multicolor lights work, and they look sexy because it's in the CS:GO engine. Yeah. So the bluish tint from the sun really, like, so light isn't always really white to say, like it isn't always white. Light is usually blue, maybe has an orange tint to it, maybe a yellow. It's the only time I'd ever say it's make it white is if you're doing floodlights, but that's like I'd still recommend maybe giving it an orange tint, but with floodlights you can make it white if you want to. So like always just add a bluish or orange tint to it, to your sun and stuff. So you've made your first map. Now I'm not really like familiar with CS:GO level design, so I don't know how to make a good level. So watch tutorials on YouTube on how to make good flow and stuff like that. I really hope you enjoyed this little how-to. Now I'm going to show you guys my completed map for Half-Life 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, this segment, I mean. Bye. So I'm gonna show you guys my completed map. I hope I didn't remove my mod pack because that's gonna cause a bunch of errors. Nope. Oh no, this is the old one. Let me just show you some later stages, older versions of it. So this is an older version of it. There's a guy. This guy was supposed to walk up here and put his arm on his head and kind of like lean on the wall. There was a bunch of it just was very plain and just not nice. But then I made this version, which is the completed version. Let it load. It's pretty big. So here you go. This is the finished version. I raised the roof, added these two little windows here, and when we load the game, it's raining. So this is a rain thing. Precipitation. That adds rain, but it won't add sounds. Usually for sounds, you would use an ambient generic, which just adds background noise. So when you know how when it rains, it kind of hits your window. That I added that. There's no. It takes a while for it to cancel. Oh, okay, it canceled. Yeah, I added this kitchen, this hallway. It's, in my mind, this is an abandoned soup factory. And this is like the packing area, like for putting the soup into it, and then, yeah, you know what I mean. Or a soup tasting place. I don't know. I don't know what soup factories look like. Yeah, that's just my own little backstory to this map. It took me a while. I think it took me a good 3 months to finish. Like it won't really take you. I mean, it will take you a long time to finish a map to perfect it, because there's always more things to add. But always remember this to keep have it not like hard to maneuver. So you have to have good flow. So maybe add a bit of obstacles. Like I don't know. I added this wood board here, so you have to break it with a crowbar. Yeah, I added this awesome floodlight. I really love the way it looks. It's really pretty. And then there's this unfinished area that I'm gonna do something with. This is for a mod I'm making for Half-Life 2. It's called Resistance. It's still in its early stages. I just made this map for proof of concept. I don't even have an not an IMDb page, a ModDB page, so you can't really look at it. Like, you can't really look at my mod if you wanted to, because nothing's really set up for it other than this map. And then this head crab I placed here, his name is Hetty the head crab. It's somebody's gonna like be really irritated with me because he really hates the way these guys look. That's a poison head crab. And then this guy, this is a normal head crab, but he's dead. In the lore of Half-Life 2, fun fact, you can eat these. I don't know why you would, but you can. And I added fire in here. I added a bunch of things. A lot of the models and textures are actually from the Half-Life 2 beta. So these barrels, these were like made in 2003, 2002, around those times. Like a lot of these props are really old. And then it's combined with the newer props like this one. And these ones. The ones that look really just strange like this is from the leak from the Half-Life 2 beta. I mean, it's pretty. If you played Half-Life 2, you'll know the difference. These ground nodes, these are basically what the AI uses to like maneuver through the area, so it'll know what is solid, what isn't, so they won't stand there and just look at you. They'll move around and kind of walk around, you know? So, another thing I actually forgot to mention this. So if you're gonna make like a detail like this window, for example, you do Control T and make it into a func detail. A func detail basically is just more cheaper for the game to create when you load up the map. Yeah. That's my little talk about this map. I'm now gonna show it to you. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm not gonna speak while doing this, so just sit back and enjoy.